Good morning, everyone. My name is Chong Chin. For today, I will be presenting about performance management. For today's presentation, I will focus on three parts. The first part is the major part of an effective performance management process. The second one is the proposal of performance management. The last one is the criteria of an effective performance management system. Nowadays, companies don't just want employee to work hard, they also want employee to work in ways that support the company goals and overall success. That is why performance management is very important in organizations today. First, let's understand what performance management actually means. Performance management is the continuous process used to make sure employees are performing in ways that help the organizations achieve its goals. It includes setting goals, monitoring employee performance, giving feedback, and helping employees improve. A lot of people think performance management only means yearly valuations or appraisal form, but actually appraisal is only one part of the entire process. A good performance management system is not just about judging employee, it's also about guiding, supporting, and developing them over time. For example, imagine a company that only tell employee their mistake at the end of the year, but the problem may already become serious. But if manager give feedback regularly, employee can improve much early and avoid repeating mistakes. So basically, performance management is not only about evaluations, it's about continuous improvement and communication between manager and employee. Now let's move to the six major steps in the performance management process. The first step is identify performance outcome. First, the organization decide what result employee are expected to achieve. This outcome should match the company goals and strategy. For example, if a company wants to improve customer satisfactions, employee may be expected to respond to customer more quickly and professionally. This step is important because employee need clear direction. If goals are unclear, employee may work hard but focus on the wrong thing. The step two is identify behavior and action. After identify the outcome, the company identify the behavior and action needed to achieve those outcomes. For example, communicating politely, solving customer problem efficiency, and working well with teammates. This step focuses not only on the final result, but also on how employee achieve it. This is important because sometimes employee may achieve good result in unhealthy way. For example, a salesperson may hit sales target by giving misleading information to customer. The such result look good, but it can damage the company reputations in the long run. So organization must evaluate both performance result and employee behavior. Step three is provide support and feedback. Next, managers should provide employee with training, resource, tool, and regular feedback. Employee cannot improve if they are not properly supported. For example, if an employee has weak communication skill, the company can provide communication workshop and or coaching seasons. This is more effective than simply blaming the employee for poor performance. Also, regular feedback is important because employee can fix problem early instead of waiting until the end of the year. Nowadays, many companies prefer continuous feedback system because they help employee improve faster. Step four is evaluate performance. After that, manager compare actual performance with the goods and standard that were set early. Usually, this happens during formal performance review. However, effective organization do not only depends on annual evaluations anymore. For example, many modern companies now conduct monthly or quarterly check-ins because performance can change throughout the years. This allows managers to identify issues early and provide solutions more quickly. Step five is identify improvement. At this stage, manager and employee discuss strength, weakness, and area for improvement. This step is important because performance management should help employee grow, not just criticize them. For example, an employee may be technically skilled but lack leadership ability. Instead of only pointing out failures, the company can provide leadership, training, or mentoring program. This helps employees improve their future career potential. The last step is provide consequence. Organizations provide consequence based on employee performance. Good performance may lead to bonus, promotion, recognitions, or career advancement opportunity. Poor performance may result in retraining, warning, or improvement plan. This step is important because employees are usually more motivated when rewards are connected to performance. But if employee feels the system is unfair, they may lose trust and motivations. So fairness is very important in performance management system. Now let's move to the second part, which is the purpose of performance management. The first purpose is the strategy purpose. This means performance management help align employee activity with the organization's goals and strategy. In single words, is I'm sure employees are moving in the same direction as the company. For example, if the company strategy is to provide excellent customer service, an employee may be evaluated based on customer satisfactions, communication skill, and response speed. This ensures employee performance support business success. Without strategy alignment, employee may work hard but still fail to contribute effectively to company goals. The second purpose is the administrative purpose. Performance management information is often used to make important human resource decisions such as salary increases, promotions, bonus, retentions, and terminations. For example, employees with consistently strong performance may receive promotions or performance reward. This helps organizations recognize and reward high performance employees fairly. However, managers sometimes feel uncomfortable giving low rating because they worry about conflict with employees. That is why fairness and accurate evaluations are extremely important. The third purpose is the developmental purpose. The purpose focuses on helping employee improve and grow. The performance management help organization identify employee weakness, skill gap, and training needs. For example, if an employee struggle with teamwork or communication, the company may provide workshop and coaching. This is important because organization today wants employee to continuously develop and adapt to changing work environment. Employees who receive development opportunity are usually more motivated and more valuable to the organization in the long term. Now let's discuss the 5 criteria of effective performance management system, uh, which is strategy, congruence, validity, reliability, acceptability, and specificity. The first criterion is the strategy coverage. This means the system must support the company goals and strategy. For example, if innovation is important to the company, employees should also be evaluated on creativity and problem-solving ability, not only the productivity. If the system measures the wrong thing, employee may focus on activity that do not help the organization's success. The second criterion is validity. Validity means the system measures actual job performance accurately. There are 2 common problems: deficiency and contaminations. Deficiency happens when important job responsibility are not measured. For example, evaluating teacher only based on student exam score, ignore teaching quality and classroom management skill. Contaminations happen when unrelated factors influence evaluations. For example, manager may give higher rating to employees that personally like, even if their actual performance is average. So value system should focus only on job-related performance. The third criteria is reliability. Reliability means performance evaluations should be consistent. For example, if 2 managers evaluate the same employee, the result should be similar. If evaluations change too much depending on the evaluator, employee may feel the system is unfair. Reliable system help increase employee trust and confidence. The fourth criteria is acceptability. Employee and manager must believe the system is fair and reasonable. If employee feels evaluations are unfair, they may become demotivated or dissatisfied. For example, employees are more willing to accept criticism when manager express feedback respectfully and clearly. So communication style also play an important role in employee acceptance. The final criteria is specificity. Employees need clear information about what is expected, what's pro what's problem exists, and how they can improve. General comments like your performance is not good are not very helpful. Instead, managers should give specific feedback. For example, customer complaint increased because response were delayed for more than 24 hours. Specific feedback help employee understand problem more clearly and improve more effectively. In conclusion, performance management is not simply about giving employee rating once a year. It is a continuous process that helps organizations improve employee performance, align employee behavior with company goals, and support employee development. And effective performance management system should support company strategy, measure performance accurately, be reliable, fair, and provide clear feedback. When performance management is implemented properly, both employee and organizations benefit because employees improve their skill while organizations achieve better overall performance. Thank you.